Hi guys, it's officially day 5. I'm doing 100 days of YouTube and it's officially day 5 since I got on here, and I'll be posting every day on YouTube for the next 100 days, mainly for self-development. I've been my YouTube page has been still for a while, and I just want to revive a few things, and it is my goal that this journey will be a successful one. Let's go straight into the video. Today we're going to talk about scalp porosity. Well, have you ever wondered why products may be working for everybody, like your sister, your father, your mother? As soon as you get the product, it doesn't work for you. It doesn't mean the product is bad. It just means that there is a difference in your hair porosity. It means that maybe your parents or your siblings or your friends have a different hair porosity, and you also have a different hair porosity. So it's important to know your porosity before you go in to purchase a product. I feel like this is the basic of all basic knowledge when it comes to taking care of our hair and also purchasing our product. Today in this video, I'm going to go into details on how to test your porosity, which another video will come, a practical video will come after this video, but I'll give you an idea of what hair porosity is and also how to do if you have a certain kind of hair porosity, and also the product to get if you have a certain kind of hair porosity. If you are new to the channel, my name is Lydia, and on here I share everything on natural hair, everything on hair care, everything about hair. And today we are tapping into the porosity game. So my first question was that why is it that your siblings, your family, your friends may be using some product and it works perfectly for them, but you get the same product and it works differently for you? Have you tested your porosity? There are 3 categories of porosity. In fact, first of all, what is hair porosity? Hair porosity in a basic sense means that is the ability for your hair to absorb and retain moisture. That is the summary of it. The ability for our hair, my hair, your hair, to absorb and retain moisture. If your hair's absorption is high, it means that you have a high porosity hair. If your hair absorption is low, you have a low porosity hair. And if your hair absorption is intermediate, it's between, in my language we say honey hole, it's not too high, it's not too low, it means that you have a medium hair porosity. That is it. Now, how do you call your hair high porosity? Let's say you are going to wash your hair and then you pour water on your hair. You keep pouring 1, 2. The water is still sitting on the surface of your hair. It means that you have a low porosity hair. It means that the cuticles of your hair, they are so tight that it takes a very long time before the hair strands are able to absorb the water. That is what it means. And the same way it takes a longer time for the hair to absorb the water, that's the same way it takes a longer time for the moisture to leave your hair. If you have this low porosity hair, you have no business with going in for thick products. You have to go in for very light products, very light oils, light gels. You have to be very careful about product buildup, scalp buildup. You don't have to use products consistently every time. So please bear in mind that if you have a low porosity hair, you need to go in for very, very light products. In terms of oil, going for grapeseed oil, it's a very light oil. Sunflower oil, extremely light. Extra virgin olive oil is between the two. Don't go in for castor oil, because castor oil is a thick oil, and if your hair is not able to, if you don't do the necessary things for your hair to absorb the castor oil, it's just going to sit on the surface of your hair. Now, talking about builders, because moisture finds it difficult to leave your hair, you have to be very careful in product buildup. When you use too much product, it's going to pile up on your scalp, it's going to attract bacteria. It's going to be very bad. It's going to sometimes lead to dandruff. So you shouldn't really use so much product if you have a low porosity hair. The second is medium porosity hair. Medium definitely means that you are in between the two. You are in between the high and the low. So you are in the middle, medium porosity hair. So someone with a medium porosity hair, you don't have to be so particular about purchasing a product, because you can use just a little thicker product than someone with a low porosity hair, and not too thick like someone with a high porosity hair. With a medium porosity hair, it's maintenance that is very important. Maintenance is crucial, but in terms of taking care of your hair, you don't really need to be so particular or specific with product purchases. With your hair porosity, product don't struggle too much to penetrate, product don't struggle too much to leave your hair, like you're just in between the two. And to me, I feel this is the best part. But anyway, I mean, we are all different. Now, coming back to the other side, which is the high porosity hair, my gang. With this one, if your moisture game is not on point, you're always going to have issues. There's this thing that I don't know if you've experienced it before. As soon as you moisturize your hair, 2 days later you go back and then there's still dryness. You start to, wasn't this the hair that I took my time, sat down and moisturized? Well, you may be dealing with a high porosity hair and you are not aware of. That is why products may not be working for you. That is why a product that is working perfectly for your friend is totally different when it comes to your hair. Yes, it may be because of your hair porosity. With high porosity, as soon as you pour water on the hair, the cuticles absorb it because the cuticles are open, so they absorb it. And because they are still open, the same way the moisture also evaporates, the same sequence. So with a high porosity hair, your moisture game should be on point. You shouldn't wait till a week before you moisturize your hair, just like the like someone with a low porosity hair. With a high porosity hair, 3 to 4 times a week, you need to put something on your scalp, like water and leave-in conditioner and oil. Put it on your hair because it is breathing for moisture. That is if you have a high porosity hair. I mentioned that I'll do another video where I show you how to test your hair porosity. I wish I could do it right now. I wish I could have inserted it in this video, but I am very keen and particular about finishing my 100 days of YouTube. And since I'm not ready with that video, I don't want to wait till the video is ready before I post this video. Yes, but then I will definitely post it in my videos. If you have a low porosity hair, when you're deep conditioning your hair, you should make sure that you introduce heat to it. Heat is going to help with product absorption. I mean, the hair is going to absorb the product faster. That is if you introduce a steamer cap to your hair. With a medium porosity, you can either just wear a steamer cap or you can just wear a shower cap for about an hour or two. With a high porosity, trust me, you can just wear your steamer cap for 10 minutes and the hair is going to work. I mean, the product is going to penetrate very well. That is if you have a high porosity hair. You know, all of them have their advantages and then disadvantages. So the advantages of these three for the low porosity hair, the advantage is that, I mean, you don't have to always be moisturizing your hair. Just use once and then you are good to go. Now, the disadvantage is that you will struggle to get a product that suits you. Yes, because your hair is delicate. I don't like to use the word delicate, but your hair is a bit delicate. You have to be careful about the ingredients in the product so that your hair is able to absorb it quickly. That is the disadvantage. The advantage for the medium is you're in between the two. So I mean, you don't dry quickly, you don't lose moisture quickly. You don't dry quickly, you don't lose moisture bit quickly. You are just rolling. The disadvantage is that it may affect you in product purchase. You know, some products are specifically made for high porous hair, and then there are products that are specifically made for low porous hair. So imagine being in the middle. You don't really know your stance. It's like transitioning to natural hair. You are dealing with relaxed and natural hair at the same time. You are in the middle. It can sometimes lead to confusion. Now, the high porosity hair, the advantage is that, I mean, moisturizing your hair is easy. As soon as you put some small water in it, it's able to absorb. The disadvantage is the opposite. The moisture leaves your hair too quickly. The other thing is that you are always going to moisturize your hair. You are always going to moisturize, or you don't have break, or you don't have a breathing space. Yes. So this comes to the end of day 5 of sharing content on YouTube for 100 days. I'm on 5 days. I have 95 days more. Anyway, I'll do my best. Yes, I'll really do my best here. So let me know if you have any comments let me know in the comment section if you have any questions, suggestions, opinion, content ideas. I mean, I'm on this journey with you, so I appreciate comments, likes, subscription, in fact, anything you can offer. I'm really open to accepting. Yeah, so I'll see you in my next video. My name is Lydia, and as I mentioned earlier at the introduction, I shared natural hair videos, hairstyling, DIY videos, and other things relating to natural hair. And I'm on this 100 days of YouTube journey, and I hope that you join and then you give me some words of encouragement. You know, it's not going to be easy, but I know you're there for me. Bye.